Tonight on Eagle Angle, students speak out about Michael O'Keefe's termination.
The Florida governor signs a controversial bill.
And Oklahoma Christian plays Eastern New Mexico in a 4-game series. All this and more coming right up on Eagle Angle. Hello and welcome to Eagle Angle, a student-produced newscast live from the campus of Oklahoma Christian. I'm Spencer Plato.
And I'm Trinity Carpenter. On March 7th, Michael O'Keefe was terminated after teaching art and design at Oklahoma Christian University for 41 years. Controversy regarding the firing began with a Facebook post from Michael O'Keefe's wife, Lori Osley, accusing the university of terminating her husband for hosting a former alum who visited with the students about how he overcame a personal challenge. She stated he was one of several speakers brought in. However, he was gay. The post sparked much outrage within the Oklahoma Christian community. On March 16, 2022, O'Keefe's lawyer Kevin Jacobs released a statement to News 9 allowing for the university to respond to the allegations. Spencer Plato has more.
In an email sent out to faculty and staff, Stephen Neck, the university's chief legal counsel, attempted to provide further clarification on O'Keefe's termination. It reads, "The employment termination process was prompted by multiple complaints from eyewitnesses." The email goes on stating that the speaker made remarks to the class about exposing his genitals at a young age and leading others to participate in an inappropriate game. Jacobs has since condemned this email, stating, "We were made aware of Mr. X's statement and believe it to be factually incorrect. It misquotes both my clients and the guest speaker and puts them in a defamatory and false light." Many are left wondering what exactly happened in Michael O'Keefe's class that day. Trinity Carpenter and I conducted our own investigation by meeting with various students who attended the class.
We had our lecture for the first half, and then the second half he had us all move our chairs around when the speaker came in, and so that way we were all facing him and being respectful as you do when there's a speaker.
The speaker was talking about how when he was younger he was invited to a birthday party where they slept outside in tents, and there were like different niche tents basically. There was the cool kid tent, and he was not a part of the cool kid tent, is what he was talking about. And he talked about how at one point he was invited into the cool kid tent. They wanted to play Truth or Dare, and he talked about how, you know, as boys do, everything kind of just became very kind of gross.
He went through the whole game picking truth, as a lot of people who don't maybe not care for the game will do, because truth is easier, until they pressured him into saying dare.
It was Truth or Dare that just kind of fell into like a grosser version of just truth or like show your genitals. I don't think I really understand why he brought up that topic. It felt very personal, and it didn't feel like it backed up a lot of what he was talking about at that time. The speaker did specify words that were going to be inappropriate in his script, and he tried to explain some of it beforehand.
We've had many guest speakers come in before, and he always mentions the fact that if we ever do feel uncomfortable, you are able to leave the class.
Following the speaker's presentation, students were informed of their professor's termination in a meeting with Oklahoma Christian's Chief Academic Officer, the Associate Dean for the College of Liberal Arts, and the Program Chair for Art and Design.
It was all kept very vague. They answered our questions as much as they could.
Why he was fired, I can't really say, because there might be more than I know. There might be an argument with a student outside of class. I do not know that. But from what I do know is that something as small as this, saying if someone is offended by the speaker being gay or possibly his profound things that he said during the presentation, I do not feel like it should go to a certain extent where he should be fired for it.
After they went through that stuff, they went on with how the class was going to move forward so we can continue doing our assignments and finish the course and not be set too far behind.
In an interview with Amy Beecham, who is the program chair for art and design, discussed what plans the university has in place to ensure the success of the students despite their challenges for the remainder of the semester.
We immediately had to start working on how are we going to fill those spots. So we reached out to some of the alumni, and some of the alumni also reached out to us and said, how can we help? We want to be able to help however we can. So we have gotten Tim Watson, who is a former adjunct of us. He is a senior designer for YouVersion, which is of Life Church. So he's going to take the business of branding class.
He's right now a little bit under the pressure due to the fact that our previous professor has left, and now he's in a position of where can I fill in.
And he started the class off saying he wanted to start it off right, and he started us with prayer. And that was just kind of like, that was really like just confident instilling in me. Like just because of the way he was approaching it like, I want this to go well. I want to start things off right. Like, I want to put my best foot forward.
Eagle Angle will keep you updated on any further developments in the story. I'm Spencer Plato, reporting for Eagle Angle.
During our investigation, Eagle Angle did reach out to Oklahoma Christian's chief legal counsel, Stephen Eck, to determine how the university defines misconduct, and he replied, while there is still open discussion of a potential lawsuit, it would be inappropriate for the OC administration to discuss this matter publicly. We reached out to representatives of O'Keefe to comment on this story. They eventually stopped responding. Eagle Angle will continue to look out for further developments in the story.
Next week, the Eagle Health Initiative will be hosting their second annual Cornhole Tournament. The tournament will be taking place on April 7th at 6:30 p.m. at the Lawson Commons. The cost to join is free. Hideaway Pizza will be provided as dinner. The first place winner will win wireless Beats headphones, and there will be other prizes for those that don't place first. To sign up, click the link in the student announcements. Please contact eden.dowell@eagles.oc.edu if you have any questions.
This weekend, the Oklahoma Christian Music Department will be presenting opera scenes. This year's theme will be an evening with Mozart. The presentation will present highlights from 3 of Mozart's German sing spells, the abduction from the Sergio, the Impresario, and the Magic Flute. The event will take place Saturday, April 2nd at 7:30 p.m. and Sunday, April 3rd at 2:30 in Adams Recital Hall. Admissions will be free. If you have any stories you would like us to report on, please send an email to our producer with the address on the screen. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has signed a controversial bill restricting certain LGBTQ topics in the classroom. This past Monday comes after months of backlash over the measure. Reed Benyon has a closer look at what's now prohibited and the reaction from both supporters and opponents.
The so-called Don't Say Gay measure, as critics have dubbed it, is now law. On Monday, Governor Ron DeSantis appeared defiant at the bill signing after months of controversy.
I don't care what big corporations say. Here I stand. I'm not backing down.
DeSantis referencing Disney's condemnation of the bill, which has also sparked student walkouts in some Florida schools. Although it does not specifically ban the use of the word gay, the bill does prohibit instruction on sexual orientation or gender identity in kindergarten through 3rd grade. Supporters argue the measure gives parents greater oversight over what students learn and discuss at school, and that LGBTQ-related topics should be left for families to discuss at home.
Parents have a fundamental role in the education, healthcare, and well-being of their children.
But opponents say the measure negatively impacts an already marginalized community. So far, at least one LGBTQ rights group, Equality Florida, has threatened legal action against the legislation.
You're clearly singling out, clearly discriminating against in this situation, and we feel it.
Meanwhile, Trevor Project, a nonprofit that works on suicide prevention among LGBTQ youth, released a statement saying, quote, LGBTQ youth in Florida deserve better. They deserve to see their history, their families, and themselves reflected in the classroom. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Coming soon to a television near you, the dog that acts like a rabbit impersonating a chicken, better known as the Cadbury Bunny. Cadbury holds an annual contest for its Cadbury Bunny Cream Eggs commercials, and America gets to choose the winner. This year, an adorable English doodle from Ohio named Annie Rose received the most votes. Annie Rose is a therapy dog who visits local nursing homes. In addition to being Cadbury's big star, Annie Rose will take home $5,000 in cash and, of course, those iconic bunny ears.
That's all for national news. When we come back, we'll take a look at your Eagle Angle weather report.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Your blood pressure numbers could change your life. Talk to your doctor about creating a plan that works better for you. Start taking the right steps at manageyourbp.org.
Now I'm, trying to get better, stronger than ever.
You care for the house, the kids, and our future. My Shiro's Day is never done. So let's save a little more now so we can create the retirement we want. A free 3-minute online chat can give us the personalized tips we need. Visit asiaretirement.org/Shiro.
You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/care.
Good day, Oklahoma. I'm Tyler Hale here with your Eagle Angle weather reports. So today, as you can see, the weather outside is 51 degrees Fahrenheit, partly sun, and it feels like 45. So as you go out about your activities, you might want to put on a light jacket or a long sleeve shirt. As we look around the rest of Oklahoma, you can see the majority of it's going to be around 50 degrees, not 50 degrees, the mid 50 degrees, with that outlier being Miami in the mid 40s. Now let's look at tonight's temperatures. Tonight's going to be 46 with northwestern winds being 16 to 13 miles per hour with a humidity 53. So it's going to get a little chillier than it was today, so I might hold on to that jacket or long sleeve shirts. This weekend, Friday, we're going to have a thunderstorm unfortunately, but Saturday is going to correct that with being bright and sunny. Although Sunday's going to take that back a notch and go back to being that partly cloudy with a thunderstorm. Now let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. Thursday is going to be partly sunny with a high of 59 and a low of 37. Friday, as I said about that thunderstorm, there's going to be a high of 71 degrees and a low of 50. Saturday, once again, bright and sunny with that high of 71 and a low of 50 degrees. Saturday appears just going to be very windy with a 79-degree high and a 52-degree low. Monday, that slight setback of being a thunderstorm once more, and dropping in temperatures going down to 62-degree high and a 52-degree low. So, that's all for your Eagle Angle weather reports. When we come back, we'll have Tavares Parker here in the Entertainment Corner to bring you the latest.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back.
when you want to talk, I'm here.
One in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother and...
I am totally a hat person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
I'm Tavares Parker, and welcome to the Entertainment Corner. The 94th Academy Awards are in the books. There were no big surprises, at least in terms of who took home trophies. But in the event's most memorable moment, had nothing to do with an award. David Daniel has the highlights from Hollywood's biggest night.
I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
It was the slap seen round the world after Oscars presenter Chris Rock made a joke about Will Smith's wife, Jada. Smith returned to the stage to claim the Best Actor Oscar for King Richard, with a speech that seemed to encompass both his on- and off-screen roles.
Richard Williams was a fierce defender of his family. I'm being called on in my life to love people and to protect people and to be a river to my people.
Jessica Chastain won Best Actress for The Eyes of Tammy Faye and summoned her character's trademark love and compassion for LGBTQ people.
For any of you out there who do, in fact, feel hopeless or alone, I just want you to know that you are unconditionally loved for the uniqueness that is you.
Al Pacino, Francis Ford Coppola, and Robert De Niro drew a standing ovation, capping a tribute to the 50th anniversary of The Godfather, while show hosts Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and Regina Hall took the usual shots at politicians, the nominees, and the industry.
This year, the Academy hired 3 women to host,
Because it's cheaper than hiring one man.
Several winners made Oscar history, including Troy Kotsur, named Best Supporting Actor for his role in Coda.
This is dedicated to the deaf community, the Coda community, and the disabled community. This is our moment.
And Best Supporting Actress winner Ariana DeBose from West Side Story.
A queer, openly queer woman of color and Afro-Latina who found her strength in life through art. There is indeed a place for us.
Billie Eilish is the first Oscar winner born in the 21st century, winning Best Original Song. And Jane Campion became the third woman and the second in 2 years to win Best Director.
I love directing because it's a deep dive into story, yet the task of manifesting a world can be overwhelming.
That was The Power of the Dog's only Oscar win out of 12 nominations, while Coda went 3 for 3. In addition to Kotsur's win, Sean Hayter won Best Adapted Screenplay, and the small film about a child of deaf adults won the night's biggest prize, Best Picture.
You guys have made such a wonderful and loving family on screen, but also off screen, and everybody want to be a part of it.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Will Smith apologized to Chris Rock on Monday via Instagram after slapping Rock on stage at Sunday's Academy Awards. Smith wrote in part, quote, "My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable." The actor explained that Rock's joke about his wife's medical condition was too much to bear and made him emotional. He continued, quote, "I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be." As for awards, Coda is the first film from a streaming service, Apple TV Plus, to win Best Picture. Dune was the night's big winner with 6 Oscars, including Best Cinematography and Visual Effects. Other winners included Belfast for Best Original Screenplay, Encanto for Best Animated Feature, and Japan's Drive My Car for Best International Feature Film. That's all for today's Entertainment Corner. Here's Gabe Vaden, who has your Eagle Angle Sports Report.
Thanks, Tavares. Nothing but focus came from the Lady Eagles softball team in both of their Sunday games against Texas Women's. In their first game, the Lady Eagles beat Texas Women's, only allowing Texas Women's to score a single point the entire game. The final score was 6-1. And in the Lady Eagles' second game on Sunday, the Lady Eagles scored 3 points in the first inning. Texas Women scored 1 point in the second inning, and the Lady Eagles scored 2 points in the third inning. The Lady Eagles ended up holding on to the lead for a 5-1 victory. After this weekend, the Lady Eagles are now on a 10-game winning streak, putting them in a 4-way tie for third place in the competitive Lone Star Conference Softball League. This past weekend, the Oklahoma Christian Eagles defeated the Eastern New Mexico Greyhounds 3-1 in a 4-game series here at home. In the first game, Friday, Oklahoma Christian recorded 6 straight hits during the second inning and rode that lead to a 6-2 win over Eastern New Mexico. In the second game, Saturday afternoon, Oklahoma Christian came up with 2 dramatic rallies to beat Eastern New Mexico 9-8. Unfortunately, in their third game Saturday evening, Oklahoma Christian couldn't keep up their momentum against Eastern New Mexico and lost 2-1. But in the final game in the series, Sunday afternoon, Oklahoma Christian dominated Eastern New Mexico 2-1. Now for our upcoming sports. On Friday, the softball team will be playing at Eastern New Mexico University. The first game will start at 3, and the second game will begin at 5 p.m. Then on Sunday, the Lady Eagles softball team will be traveling to West Texas A&M for a 12 p.m. game and a 2 p.m. game against Texas A&M. This weekend, the baseball team will be at Cameron University in Lawton, Oklahoma, taking on the Cameron Aggies in a 4-game series. The first game will be played Friday at 1 p.m. The second and third games will start at 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. on Saturday. And the final game of the series will be on Sunday at 1 p.m. On Friday and Saturday, the women's golf team will compete in the Palm Valley Classic in Goodyear, Arizona. The men's golf team will be competing in the Argonaut Invitational on both Monday and Tuesday. The men's track and field team will be competing at the David Noble Relays in San Angelo, Texas on both Thursday and Friday. Then, Both men's and women's track and field teams will be in the Washington University Distance Carnival in St. Louis, Missouri on Friday, and both teams will also be at the Southwestern Christian Invitational in Yukon, Oklahoma on Saturday. And that is it for the Sports Report. Coming up right after break is today's feel-good story of the week, so stay tuned.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
What are you looking for?
A Colorado musician went viral after recording a bunch of performances at his house. But Andy Thorne's skills on the banjo might not be the only reason he's rising into popularity. Danny New explains how a furry friend might be the real star of the show.
It's a fox, a really cute one, whose name is officially Foxy. And the banjo player is Andy Thorne, who you might recognize from the beloved Colorado jam band Leftover Salmon. Thorne, his wife, and their newborn live on this beautiful property in Boulder County. And they always knew about this family of foxes that lives near the property, but Foxy in particular really took to his music in 2020. And all music. He also likes the violin you saw there and guitar. After a while, Thorne and his wife decided, you know what, let's just put this video on social media. And it blew up on Facebook, on Reddit, on Instagram. He was getting new fans from places like Taiwan and Sweden. And he said the comments online were amazing.
Oh, the comments are my favorite part, that I'm a real life Snow White, you know? Or no, I'm the hillbilly Snow White, excuse me. That's my favorite, actually. This guy definitely drives a Subaru. That's pretty good.
Classic. 2 years later, Andy still plays Foxy pretty routinely, and he's even selling these shirts to celebrate him on his website. Because of the friendship, he says he's also gained thousands of new followers on social media and keeps hearing people say that they have a newfound appreciation for the banjo from the videos. He's very grateful.
So I have all these new fans, and I think that they came slightly for the music, mostly for the fox. We know that's the reason this is happening, but if they leave like liking my music or following my YouTube or my Spotify, all that stuff helps your music career. So that doesn't hurt. And it's just cool to be spreading banjo around the world this weird way, you know?
That's all for today. We'll see you back here next week to bring you the latest.
Thanks for tuning in to Eagle Angle, where it's your campus,
your news.
Good night.